Hey guys, this is Varun Inamdar and welcome to Rajshri Food. Today, on the occasion of Indian Independence Day, with due respect to our Indian national flag, let's make Tri-Color Uttapams. Let's begin. Well, I've shown you a Uttapam, idli or a dosa batter time and again in the past, but just for a rerun, I have taken 1 part of urad dal and 2 parts of rice. You soak it for 8 hours, you grind them individually and separately. The urad dal needs to be ground into a smooth and fine paste, and the rice could be a slightly grainy and gritty texture. You combine the two, keep it to ferment overnight or a minimum of 8 hours. The next morning or after 8 hours, you add some salt, whip it nicely, adjust some water, and your Uttapam batter is done and ready. The next step now is to divide this into 3 portions or 3 parts. The batter is nice and fluffy, and this has as little water as possible. Well, needless to say, the Indian tricolor has 3 colors: saffron, white, and green. I'm not using food color, but instead I'm using ingredients that could give you that color. So the first thing actually is to add in some salt in all the 3 batters. And for ease of understanding, I'm going to color 1 batter at a time. To that, I'm adding in carrot puree. This is fresh orange carrots. I have blanched them or boiled them. You peel them first, you blanch them or boil them, and to that you add in just a pinch of salt. Boil it nicely. Once that's nice and mushy, you run it into a fine and smooth puree. To increase the flavor and to accentuate the color and to uplift the orange, I'm adding in just a touch of red chili powder. Let's mix this well. Well, your first batter, which is carrot and chili uttapam or your saffron uttapam, is done and ready. The next batter is white in color. Now this makes our job easier because the batter is white already. But to give it the flavor, I'm adding in freshly grated coconut. To bring out the flavor and give it a nice taste, I'm adding in freshly crushed black peppercorns. Do not overdo the peppercorns because the batter color may change from white to off-white. Let's mix this well. While making uttapam, what's critically important is to adjust the consistency of the batter. Yes, the batter is a little thicker than your dosa batters, but you need to be very careful. It shouldn't be runny. Just adding in 2 tablespoons of water, and we need to mix it lightly. With this, our white uttapam or coconut uttapam batter is ready. Let's move on to the third color of the tricolor, and this one is green. For this, I'm using a puree of spinach, mint, little bit of chili, and that's about it. You need to be very careful with the amount of salt that you add in this batter because spinach has a little bit of salt naturally present. To this, I'm adding in ginger paste. While making purees, it's important to understand that a lot of vegetables have water. So add as little water as possible. Let's give this a mix. Our uttapam batters are ready. The next step, of course, is to cook these on a tawa. While if you're used to using an iron skillet or an iron tawa, please by all means use that. For today, I'm using a non-stick pan. To this, let's add in a few drops of ghee or clarified butter. Let the ghee moderately heat up. We do not need it absolutely hot. Let's start adding the batter one after another. The first one, of course, is the one which is saffron in color. Next, the white one, of course. And finally, the green batter. Allow this to cook on medium flame with a lid on top so that steam starts generating and it starts cooking from within. Let's give this a quick check. Before flipping, let's add in a few drops of ghee again. Let's flip this carefully. Allow this to cook on the second side for precisely 30 seconds. Once this is ready, let's flip this on the serving plate. And similarly, let's start making the other batch. With this, our Tri-Color Uttapam is done and ready. Do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to Rajshri Food. Jai Hind.